What's that a free for? Well, hello everybody to another edition of the 86th review show, and we are the 86th. Up above me is Johnny Vintage. Over there, Franklin B. And we are honored and thrilled to have the one and only Doc Dredd with us. Basically, he's the only one that accepted, but no, I'm kidding. Welcome, Doc, to our new version of our review show. And of course, Doc Dredd Reviews, Swamp Theater, Doc Dredd's Trailer Park, Cemetery Cinema. And you got a lot of irons in the fire, Doc. So thank you for being here with us tonight.
Well, thanks you for the invitation. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's been a while. So congratulations on being our first guest, and hopefully you'll feel that way by the time this is over. Anyway,
we'll see. We did ask two others that may be on in the future. They just couldn't be here for other reasons. We were actually going to have, as Frank had suggested, the Sinister Six. But yeah,
Wow.
they'll be on sometime in the future. But we wanted to get back to having a guest on the show, and so you're the first guinea pig, Doc. So thank you.
You're your first victim, Doc. So thank you. Tonight's movie is 1981's Galaxy of Terror, and this one was picked by Johnny Vintage. So Johnny, why this one?
Well, I literally seen this for the first time about a year and a half ago.
Wow.
I was doing I think it was
I should seen it.
I was watching movies that I hadn't seen each night for Halloween for the whole month, right? Yeah, at least I did. And I was thinking, how did I miss this as a kid? How did I miss this film? I would have probably been 12 at the time when this came out. Did it not come on HBO? Because I don't know, I never saw it. I never saw it as a kid. I'm sure if I had seen it as a kid, I would rewatch this one several times as a kid, probably for one specific scene. But anyway,
yeah, I can guess which one that is.
But so yeah, I watched this and I'm like, wow, this is like a time capsule of 80s goodness in it. Plus the cast in here just blows you away. The fact you got Freddy Krueger and Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand Corpses, my favorite Martian, Cunningham, and Joni Cunningham. How can you go wrong with this movie? That was plenty of ways to go wrong with it, obviously, because we watched it. But I was just think that if we didn't have this movie, we may not have had the version of Aliens that we ended up getting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because who else is involved in this movie? But so I saw this would be a fun one to review. I know it's not a 10 movie or a 9 movie, but it's a kind of a time.
You going?
Right. You know my rating system.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get initial reactions. Of course, we're going to start with our guest, Doc Dredd. What's your initial? When did you first see it? Was this the first time?
I saw this years and years ago, and I don't know if it was a TV version or late at night, but whatever I saw, it was cut up pretty much. And then I revisited it just like 2 years ago, and then once and a half before the show. Uh,
One and a half.
That's and a
I
half.
watched it one full time day before yesterday, and then I watched half of it the next day. Again.
Actually, a little piece of it over and over and over and over about half an hour. The worn out part on the DVD.
I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's indescribable, really. There's some really good stuff, but none of it's the acting.
Wow. Okay, Frankie.
Some of it was fun, and most of it was dumb.
That's one of the best reviews I've ever heard. That's.
I was really intrigued with the trailer because it was like, wow, hell is like on the far reach planet, and like that's where all the bad stuff goes and everything. And what if somebody actually physically went there? That's not what we got. But it has its enjoyable moments, and for the type of film it is, and like Johnny Vintage said, it's definitely not in the double digits or the even the upper half of the 1 to 10 scale, but there's a lot to say about it. I'll save it for when we get to.
I don't know if you heard Mrs. Jack over here, but she said she was kind of saying. What were you saying? If you want something better to watch, Event Horizon, which in a sense that's what this kind of reminded me of too.
Same.
And I have to say, I have stuff written down here as usual. I have notes. I have to give credit to Mrs. HJ because she was watching it, and I'm using some of her joke material here.
Awesome.
Tonight, so I have to give her full credit. Yeah, I mean,
quickly before I forget, Mrs. HJ, that if you're into the Event Horizon, they just put out a 5-issue miniseries as a prequel to Event Horizon. It's a comic book. And it's a second miniseries. Yeah, 5 issues. It just came out. It's a prequel to Event Horizon. So,
wow. We gotta see if we can find that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but if I didn't tell you now, my pothead self would forget. So go ahead.
Yeah, this is a Roger Corman produced film, so that says a lot right there.
Mm-hmm.
But just like he has been known for throughout the years, creating people's careers. He Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro. Not to mention a ton of directors like Scorsese and Coppola. He has always formed everybody's career, and this isn't any different. Now, maybe not Sid Haig as much, or Ray Walston, but you're talking about Robert Englund. Erin Moran she kind of already had a career, but this started, Bill Paxton was involved in this, the late Bill Paxton. Or Pullman. Who went there? No, Paxton.
It was Paxton.
And James Cameron was involved in this, and it's ironic how this was an Alien ripoff, and then he wound up directing Aliens, and Bill Paxton was involved in it. This has been the mark of Corman for a long time, where he's made people's careers.
What he did for McDonald's.
You threw me off there, but
sorry.
Okay, but yeah, again, people who were just on the cusp of stardom, and he gives them that little push, and there they go. I was surprised by this film. Look at for what it is. It's a Corman film. It's going to be a ripoff. Whatever of various movies, but I really like the atmosphere. Starting off in this and the sets and everything else, which we'll get into all that, but like you said, good and bad. We'll get into that. Luckily for Roger Corman, Battlestar Galactica had been canceled, and that's where he got the costumes from. And in the Corman sense, he got them very cheaply. So good for him. But Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
You never squeeze a dollar.
Yeah, I mean, and that was his thing, and it always was. Okay, let's get into favorite parts. We'll start with our guest, Doc. What were some of your favorite things or about this?
You touched on the sets. The set design seemed like it was out of the budget for the rest of the film. It was beautiful.
It was McDonald's cartons. No, really, brilliantly used. Brilliantly used.
Well, it was like the one hallway that they kept running back and forth in, but the control panels in the ship, the when they landed, that whole planet with it just looked really cool.
Yeah.
So that and the soundtrack's probably my favorite. Oh, and well, the effects were good too. Really, even though they were a little cheesy, the effects were good. So that's my favorite part: the soundtrack, the set design, and the cheesy special effects.
Yeah. Yeah, that soundtrack, that MIDI player. Remember those back in the MIDIs back in the early days? That's what it reminded me of. All right, vintage.
Well, this was done on a budget of $700,000. Yeah. So
Wow.
they did what they could with what they had. So give them credit.
Yes, and the actors.
I like the fact that James Cameron was second director on this, and of an Alien ripoff, and he ended up doing Aliens.
Yeah.
But ironically, he was on another Corman film before this, Battle Beyond the Stars, and originally he was a model builder, and then he ended up moving up during that film. But he's the one that does. I don't know if you all remember Battle Beyond the Stars, but it had a spaceship that was flying boobs, and that's exactly what he did. Yeah.
John Boy loves it. John Boy, get away from the window.
What did I like? Well, obviously I liked the film. I mean, but
you picked it. I hope so.
Certain things that struck out to me that cracked me up was like the captain of the ship. There's dislikes of this, but it was that look she gave when whenever the guy mentioned like her past. What is it, the Hesperi? And she goes, yes, everyone is forgotten now. And she gets this crazed look on her face. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Shouldn't they give her like a drug screening before they let her?
That was Grace Zabriskie, who was in Twin Peaks at one time. With blonde hair. She yeah.
Let's see. I'll save that for a different one. Oh man, I can't read my own writing. Oh, there the other freaking stick. The scene with the severed arm. Well, God, I keep the likes and dislikes. It's like it was such a trip. At first, he's so connected to those little crystal stars that he's holding the whole time. By the way, he only had one line in this whole movie. Did y'all catch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, and you know why?
By the crystals.
Yeah.
And you know why he only had one line? Because he wanted it that way.
Because the script was stupid.
Because he went to Roger Corman, and Roger Corman was like, "Well, why don't you want to have the line?" And he said to Corman, "Did you read the script?"
Yeah.
That's why he only had one line in the whole movie.
He did a lot of this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lieutenant Worf.
Well, how could you not like a film that has giant maggot sex in it? I when I saw that the first time, I'm like, good gracious, that maggot exactly knows what he's doing because he's ripping them clothes off like it's an experience, And I'll get back to that in a minute. But this film was originally rated X, and they actually had to trim some off that scene.
Oh yeah.
And the actress had a body double. When she did the part, she didn't realize there was nudity in it, and they actually had to double for the nudity.
Well,
But
a lot of that was Corman pushing that because, I mean, when he used to distribute these films, I mean, when he distributed them in Europe, the Europeans wanted a scene like that. They
Yeah.
almost always required some kind of nudity or sex or something in it. So
yeah, it was
I'm not
supposed to
saying
have
he didn't want to,
yeah, it was supposed to include a sex scene that probably
but it sure did
were in Timmy.
with
And
the
obviously,
one-eyed Wonder Worm.
one of my favorite parts was when Joni Cunningham's head explodes. So I've got other notes, but
All right.
honestly, this film it was kind of like a throwback to the '80s, and that's why I kind of like it. It's dumb parts. The acting is like Hayden Christensen bad in some of these scenes. Yeah, but for me, it was just kind of a throwback to the '80s. I'm like, how did I miss this damn movie as a kid? That's
All right. Well, Frankie B, your favorite parts besides the McDonald's cartons they use for
Yeah.
maybe they could have used that in Attack of the Moon Zombies.
that was
Yeah.
they could have, yeah.
The cardboard said Sears Robux on it and stuff. No, but what was funny is when I watched the movie, same thing, like Doc said, that the set, parts of the set, I really was impressed. I'm like, wow, at least the set's really cool and the costumes are cool. Now we know why the costumes were cool. But I remember thinking it kind of looks like those styrofoam boxes. And then when I was researching a little bit, I came across that where it said that it was actually McDonald's styrofoam containers. So Roger Corman's munching down the McDoubles and stuff, and I'm like, here, use this. That was quite a haul, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did him in. It was let's see, what I listed as my favorite part, when the big nose guy, Balin, is that his name? Balin Zalman King, the guy that
Zalman King, yeah.
Yeah, his attitude. He should have been the first guy killed off because he was a jerk. And the first guy they killed off, Cause, he was likable, and they took him out right in the beginning. I'm like, oh man, it's a drag. But that was my favorite part, pretty much. I've seen that guy go bye-bye because he was just a jerk. But let's see, randomly, what? Man, that'll be for later. But you mentioned the control panel, and as soon as I saw the control panel, all I could think was Radio Shack, the realistic brand. Because I used to have like mixers and things like that, and realistic. But hey, for the buck, Corman written all over it. I think the film could have been PG-13, with the exclusion of one scene. I didn't think there was no cursing or anything else prior to that, or it got gory, but it was silly gory. But that's not a favorite. Most of my comments are on the negative. Sid Haig was a cool character. I did like that, but I didn't like that he even said that one line. I wish he didn't say anything, because I liked the fact that he was a mute guy. But then when he spoke, I'm like, then what's all this crap? All this steak. Even when Joni got stuck in that cone of silence, or the wall of silence, I'm sure her boyfriend loved that. It's awesome. I can't hear you.
Well, that's why he was shaking his head, pretending he could hear her.
Yeah. Doing the sign language. It's like, you stop talking and you go there. Geez, and this is supposed to be my favorite parts. That's what it's gonna have to be. I'll have to stop right there.
All right. I mean, I love the obvious sexual references and some of the names and stuff like that. Like, Planet Remus. What was that? A moon of planet Uranus or something? You noticed a lot of the names were like that. But I'm telling you what, a lot of my favorite parts was the cheesy dialogue. I mean, especially at the beginning when the woman captain, what did she say? Hold on to your shirts. We're going to dump. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, the crash or whatever.
There was a lot of dialogue like that I really liked. And the one girl saying at first when she says she was psi sensitive, I guess PSI, like I thought she said sensitive.
Yeah, PSI, size sensitive.
But I thought she said size, and I was like, well, a lot of the male crew members are going to like that. That she's size sensitive. No, other than that, I just, again, you got Corman. It's a cheesy movie. There's a lot to like about it. Yeah, then maybe there's a lot not to like about it, which we're going to get into next. But I'm saying I was really kind of impressed with the when they landed on the planet. Again, if they didn't have that big of a budget, they did a really good job in creating an atmosphere there. Maybe not so much inside the ship, but I'm just saying the whole thing when they landed on the planet and everything. I was really impressed with that. I was like, wow,
I agree.
Very atmospheric, and so I'm going to keep that at my favorite parts. So let's get into our list of our least favorite things about this film, and we'll go to you, Doc.
Probably
he had to clear his throat. This is going to be good.
It's probably the cheesy dialogue. I don't know. When they landed, the computer told them it's not friendly out there, but you should be able to breathe.
Yep. Good luck with that.
The commander, when he doubt is the brother demon to despair, the demon's tale, doubts within those who dare not dare. Where the hell did that come from? He's quoting poetry as he's flying.
In the bathroom before writing the script.
And then the captain said, "Fame is the food that dead men eat."
In space, you get really lightheaded.
Somebody was probably, off the mirror while they were writing this.
Great line, write it down.
That and the thing I really, really hated was the headlight flashlight backpack.
Yeah.
It seemed like that had absolutely no purpose other than to light their path. I mean, there was no guns on it. It was just, you think with the technology to get to other planets, it would have come up with a little streamlined, flashlight.
Well, remember, it was Battlestar Galactica leftovers, so.
Well, we're doing the Cylons, one on each side. That would be cool.
Wow, so that's it? That's all you dislike? So you got more?
That's the stuff I didn't like.
No, that's not bad. That's good. With that, I'm going to go over to this guy over here, Frankie B.
That's okay, Doc, because it's plenty more for us to.
You didn't hit on, we will.
Okay.
Just one more thing before you start, Frankie. I'm sorry. One more thing. If we weren't supposed to know that Ray Walston was the master until the end, why did they use his actual voice in the beginning when he was playing the games with the witch?
Mm-hmm.
That
was
one of my dislikes too, Doc.
That's the first thing where I have where Grandma Adams and the Hooded Devil playing chess or whatever they're doing. I mean, just that was all there was. And where was she in the rest of it? And who's that? And I figured that must be my favorite Martian guy. And there was no point I looked at Ray Walston or whatever and not see my favorite Martian.
Can't help it.
Bill Bixby to come around the corner. What's up with them? As soon as they see anything dead, whatever, disintegrated. I guess they don't have Quincy's there. People that do autopsies or. But yeah, they just burn and disintegrate stuff. It's like, wow. What if somebody was just playing dead? You mentioned, but we're getting to the scene. Of course, it's most everybody's favorite scene, but I don't like it because I don't think it should have been in this. It was just off, that whole caterpillar or maggot scene. Oh, they called it Maggie the Maggot, right?
That's what Maggot.
Yeah.
I called it the One-Eyed Wonder Worm. So
I don't want to touch that one. That's awesome.
Should have put Jenny underneath it.
Nothing worse than a horny maggot.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, the thing is, they found out that they're being hunted down by the things that they fear. What the hell was she got going on where she's afraid of sex and maggots and shit like that? That was just horrible. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was horrible. I guess he wanted Joni to do it first, but she's like, nope.
Yeah, actually, you see, that was a misconception going around from what I understand.
Yeah.
They said they had asked her to do a nude scene and she didn't. And she said, I'd rather just die a gory death.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. But people, I always heard this about this movie, that she had said she was going to do it and then decided not to, but that wasn't the case. That they had
She wouldn't let her.
They had asked her and she said no, flat out.
Yeah. Well,
so
she knew she could.
Playboy after that?
I really don't know. I don't know if she ever did anything like that.
I thought I remember something like that, but I'm sorry, Frank. Go ahead.
Oh no, I don't blame her for doing that, because that she totally knew that she could rely on her acting ability. I hate this voice. I hate this voice. Oh God. And the anger stare. It's like, I mean, I loved Erin Moran. Don't get me wrong. She was great, but wow. Now I know why we no longer saw her on other movies or even ABC Movie of the Week or anything. Mustache guy. All of a sudden at the end, Edward Albert. All of a sudden it turns into a Chuck Norris in space movie. I'm like, what the hell? It was a porno just a few minutes ago. Now it's a martial arts movie.
I'm trying to find my
yes.
Something you said reminded me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no! In Vintage, you mentioned the captain and or Doc, I forget, but she was like a psycho. I don't think they established her character or whatever. She was just like, I don't know. She creeped me out. And also my least favorite parts were any part where Erin Moran or Sid Haig spoke. It's like, as I mentioned before, I don't like him saying that one line. Wow. Yeah, I'll stop there.
I know, and it's funny you were talking about the dialogue that went about sounding childish. What was the one line that when Edward Albert, who by the way is Eddie Albert's son, from Green Acres, when she turned around and they were talking and she said something to him and like, okay, be careful. And he's like, no, you be careful.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I mean,
delivery.
The dialogue it sounded so childish, but yeah, you kind of hit on my least favorite part too, because this was supposed to be about your fears. So you're right. She feared getting raped by
a maggot.
Yeah. But I think the part that really got to me was you didn't really know who was in charge in this.
Yeah, like they're taking turns.
And she comes in, she yells at the commander, and then the commander's yelling at somebody else, and then at one part, Zalman King's like, "Oh, I want everybody to do this," and I'm like, "Who the hell is in charge here?" I don't know. That was driving me crazy. And again, maybe I missed the point. The vague ending to it. Did I miss something? Did he tell him that he was now the master and he said he wasn't accepting it, or he didn't have a choice, or was he the master all along? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I zoned out by the end. I kind of missed all that.
Eddie Albert in the can.
It just like I said, I mean, no, I don't really have too much about this that I dislike, like I said, except for who was in charge. That was my kind of thing. And other than that, and little bits of the dialogue, like I said, kind of bothered me. But again, you got to take it with a grain of salt because it's a Roger Corman film. So that's what I liked about it. Anyway, I think I saved the best for last. Vintage. Let's see.
All right. First of all, why was the captain in such a damn rush? I mean, she gave him like what was it, 30 seconds to get to the seats, and I'm amazed how fast. And then,
It's really good with putting her strap on and off though.
but the good thing is for Freddy Krueger, he got thrown into the girl's seat when they during takeoff, so he got a little frisky there.
And she thinks he's a maggot. That's it. She was afraid he was going to do it again. So the maggot was Freddy Krueger. Sorry.
Ironically, there is a Freddy Krueger worm-like maggot in one of the. Yeah, you're correct there.
Freddy versus Jason. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Huh, yeah.
Yeah, with the bomb.
But you know, the first guy that died, he when it was so nervous, kind of, and every time you look at him, his face was just dripping wet. I feel like there had to be some extra that had to come in and spray his face with the because he was always sweating and throwing up. And I'm honestly, first I didn't mind. You know, I'm like, oh, you already knew he was going to die, so get it over with.
Red shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, another comic book, ironically, that was put out recently was a miniseries called Red Shirts.
That's cool. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. What was it? Like 3 pages long? He just died in each panel, and that was the end of it. Or?
I didn't collect it. I just know it was out. Yeah.
Oh, right, Frank, take that off. Jeez.
There's Evan telling Frank to take it off.
Again?
When they crash on the planet, I mean, what are the odds that they crash near the site and that pyramid? I mean, unless they were drawn there like a tractor beam, that's awful. And then I'm thinking when you're, like you mentioned before about the air dock, they put on those useless backpacks, except Joni Cunningham did have a device plugged in to one at one time. It looked like one of those old earphones you would plug into your radio and a wire that would come out.
Wasn't the only one.
Let's see.
Joni loves hibachi.
That's what I called it. I called this Joni Loves Alien.
Also, a weird coincidence, with an Alien film is that this film had a pyramid in it, and so did Alien versus Predator, the first one. Remember they found the pyramid in Antarctica with the aliens in it? Just another weird crossover, not that it had anything to do with this at all.
Well, that's a well-known thing. We all know that. The pyramids are a part of that, so.
All right. When the guy in charge, the old captain, and he's going down the hole, I'm like, well, first off, why are you doing this to begin with? What are you gaining by going down this deep hole? And then he's passing all them things, and I'm like, gotta watch out. Weird things come out of them glory holes in the wall. And here's the other thing. Erin Moran, God bless her, but it was the eyes. Her eyes were distracting. It was like everything had to be bulging out the whole time. It is just super distracting.
Yeah, that was after she got crushed. Oh boy.
Sorry, Doctor. No. That's our ongoing Yoko Ono shout out. but her eyes were so distracting during that. It's like you said. It's no wonder we didn't see her in anything else. Basically, after this.
Yeah.
Except maybe Playboy, I think, if I remember right. But
I definitely missed that
one.
I don't remember. I thought I heard. I think I thought I remember. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Maybe it was what's her name, the one that played Tabitha on TV, Lisa Hartman, or I don't know, one of those. One part I forgot, and I can't say that it's my favorite or my least favorite, but it made me laugh like was when the commander, when they were climbing up and up and up, and he was talking to the girl, and the girl goes to him, "Well, you're not old." He goes, "I'm old," and he goes, "You're not old," and then he suddenly goes out of frame, and you hear him scream and fall. And all I was thinking of, I was like, what, did he break his hip or something? That part made me laugh so hard because it was just like so random. It was like she's talking And he's like, well, I'm old. And she goes, oh, no, you're not old. And he crawls up here. Ah! That was my all-time favorite part, not just my favorite part. Well, anyway, we're gonna.
One of the things Frank touched on is the dude with the gun. He was blasting everything to begin with, right? But then when he actually faced with an alien, the alien gets away his rifle, but he has a gun in front of him. So one time he doesn't shoot anything in front of him. It's when there's an alien. Other thing, he's killing, he's burning everything. Like you said, shouldn't they have checked these people out first? Maybe the girl that got raped by the maggot was still alive. He didn't bother to check to see if she had a pulse or not. He just blasted her. He's already having a bad day, for crying out loud.
Well, that scene with the arm with the maggots, that was added in later, and that was James Cameron who brought that up. And it was funny, he used live maggots or real maggots, and they weren't moving, so he decided to electrocute them.
Oh my God!
Well, not electrocute him, but I think something. I remember hearing something about it where they put a plate or something under that arm and ran current through it, and then the maggots started to jump. But believe it or not, that's where who was it? The producers of what movie? There was another movie that they were on the set, and when they saw his ingenuity and everything and doing stuff like this, that's what got him where he is. So again.
He just saved us thousands of dollars with a hot plate.
All right, so we're going to get into the rating portion of the show, and again, we'll start with our guest, Doc. What are you going to rate this movie?
Well, after watching, it was pretty low, and I tried to make it better by saying, well, maybe they weren't humans. Maybe that's why they talked differently. Maybe they weren't from Earth, And then I said, well, the master set this all up as sort of like a suicide, so somebody could take his place because he was tired of being the master. And so I started out with a 2, and I got it up to almost a 4. I talked myself into a 4. So I give it a 4.
Cool. That's
okay.
Decent.
That's decent. Let's go with you, Frankie.
All righty. You mentioned that. That's right. They couldn't have been from Earth, because what's up with all the names? All the stupid names. Only one that had a normal name was Freddy Krueger.
They were sexual to me.
Yeah. Damien, Cabrin, Kruhad, Aluma, Core, Elon, Kaz. It's like, Jesus, Kaz, also Bill Cosby comes out. Anybody wanted a tranquilizer? Yeah, he was probably the maggot, the worm.
I was stuck on the word Remus for a planet that was.
Yeah, in the Tukenju constellation, right? It definitely was a B movie. The fact it was quite a mix of a cast, and none of them were encouraged to act. I blame the director on that, because he had people that are capable. I mean, Edward Albert, didn't he win like a Grammy, or not a Grammy, but like a Oscar or something?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, and Sid Haig, I mean, we've seen him in a ton of stuff, and Joni, I mean, she was Joni, but but all these other people that were involved, I can't give it too high or too low, so I'm going to go with a 6 on this one, because I would watch it again. But I'm still that's the scene with the maggot. I think I would have liked the British version, because they actually cut that scene out in 86, like 14 seconds or something like that. I mean, you didn't need it. You didn't need it in there. It was just, to me, it was just threw me off. It was like, I mean, the movie was already weird, but that took it way to the left. I'm like, wow, I wasn't really expecting this to happen. Then as it kept going on, I'm like, Jesus, no.
The only thing I have to say about that scene is it was short, because I had heard about that. That's like was an urban legend back, way before I even saw that movie. and I heard about that, and I was like, oh wow. But to me, it was mercifully short, and I agree with you. There was no reason for it again, other than Corman.
Time and a place for that kind of thing.
Corman did that a lot. I mean, look at what was it, Humanoids from the Deep? You watch it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff like that.
But again, that was part, like you said, that was part of his selling to the Europeans,
So,
whatever, because they wanted. And he, yeah, fine. And somewhere I read that it's still one of the top 10 of gratuitous nude scenes. and that was the only thing she's ever done like that. She hasn't done any other nude scenes. But still, it's sad that it had to become about that, you know? I mean, that's, like I said, that stuff has got a place, but that always would throw me off, especially if it was a movie I was kind of getting into. Also, no, you got to throw this in there, and you know, it doesn't matter or whatever. It's not. I don't feel it has a place there. So that's just my call. If it didn't have that, if it was edited differently, it probably would have been a 7. But I'll give it a 6, and I would watch it again.
Okay. I'll go before you, Vintage. Now, if I say lower than the snarling, are you going to be mad at me?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it the same rating. I'm going to give it an 8. Because, like I've always said, I mean, I'm a cheesy kind of guy anyway. And, you know, I don't mind cheesy movies. If it's going to hold my attention from beginning to end, and it's going to entertain me, then it's good with me. And this did. I mean, there wasn't any parts of this where I was like, oh my God, this is dragging. This is, when is this over? Pressing the remote to see how much time is. No, I mean, I saw this a long time. I saw it when it first, I think, was on VHS, which was soon after it was released in the theaters. But no, I'll give it an 8. I enjoyed it. There wasn't, and like I said, that scene with him falling and breaking his hip, that made me laugh out loud. So, he didn't break his hip, but I'm just saying that whole thing about, I'm an old man and I laughed. I laughed my ass off at that part. And just for that, I'm going to give it an 8.
That is funny.
It was just so random and weird. I'm not old, and he just goes out of screen for like 2 seconds, and you hear and you see him tumbling down. Oh my gosh, it was. I know they didn't mean that to be funny, but man, it made me laugh. Yeah, an 8.
Cool.
Vintage.
I'm actually lower than
and you picked it.
I'm actually at a 7.5. Yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect movie. I think what throws me is the ending.
Yeah, that was my complaint too. Yeah.
It's like when he says he's gonna kill he killed my favorite Martian. But when they transferred power, it looked like these lasers were coming out of the dude's crotch down toward favorite Martian.
I'm glad I didn't take a sip of water when you said that.
I was not quite sure what the hell was happening right there. And also he turned into Chuck Norris and that. Yeah, the flips and then on certain scenes you hear like the chops, like old ninja movies,
like a belt snap, whip snap.
And what really bothers me is what happened to Freddy Krueger. The last we seen him, he was telling the guy to be careful as he was going up the steps, and there's no scene with him in the movie. You don't know what happened to Fred.
Wow.
Well,
I rewound it and went back and watched that again. And I'm like, no, they don't tell you what happened.
Wait a minute. So that was after he was fighting himself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Now you mention it. Yeah.
So I would have gave this a little higher if they'd tell me what happened to Fred.
Yeah, and Grandma Adams.
Oh, also the old lady was playing the game in the front. I'm thinking, when they just go out on the street and say, all right, find the person with the least amount of teeth and bring them in we got a 5-minute scene. We need to not explain who the character is in the whole movie, but that's okay.
Well, I don't think they explained to anybody who their character was.
Doc looked like he had something on his mind. What were you?
Yeah.
Please.
Ranger went on to become the person who played chess with the master. And that's why he was left alive.
Good point. Because what's his face was going to play chess with the old lady. He wanted somebody cool.
Yeah, she got ditched and thrown to the side right after the master stopped being the master and the other guy became the master.
They paid her in green stamps and sent her on her merry way.
Go.
And that's another point. Now that you mention it, Ranger?
Yeah. The
That's
only
a dog
normal
name.
name.
What the, like, his name was Ranger, right?
If they gave me that lineup, I'd say, I want to be Ranger. I want to be Ranger. I don't want to be Cause.
All right, so let's get into final thoughts. Doc, what's your final thought on this gem?
It was. I could do without ever seeing this again ever. But it did entertain me. It was entertaining, but it's not gonna ever be one of my go-tos.
In other words, you're not going to be hosting this anytime in the future. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I don't think so. And I also agree with what Frankie said about the scene. It could have been a solid PG movie, really fit for an 8-year-old kid, minus some of the blood, but without that scene in it, almost family friendly.
Almost, yeah.
Could have been.
Very good point.
All right, Frank, final thought?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It just going for the buck, going for the trying to get the people to go out and see it just for the naughty scenes, because they're in all those budget type of movies. I was gonna say I had something to say about it, but I forgot, so it doesn't really matter. But I enjoyed watching it. It was okay.
Those 80 movies it was all about attracting the horny teens.
Yeah,
boys,
yeah.
That was let's face it. Not that I'm saying I agree with it whatsoever, but that was the trend.
Oh yeah, definitely in the 80s too.
And
it was fairly I don't know, I guess a newer thing too, because that whole 80s thing, it was like, but yeah, just just the characters. It was just a shame, but yeah, I think it was all right. Yeah.
Right.
All I gotta say about that.
Vintage, your final thought?
No, I agree. This movie is a victim of when it came out, and they had to have because early 80s, almost every horror movie had some boobs or something going on. Yeah, whoever was naked was gonna die. So.
We're not complaining, but time and a place.
It does sort of not quite fit the rest of the movie, I get what y'all are saying. But as far as if you grew up around this time period and you're into cheesy 80s stuff, this has got everything you really want in it, And if this movie didn't exist, I think Aliens, Cameron may not have been picked for Aliens. Aliens could have turned it different.
Good point, yeah.
Or Robert Englund might not have been Freddy Krueger or in V.
Yeah.
That all came out around the same time too.
So I think it's significant in that aspect. I think it's worth a watch if you're into those. If you don't like gratuitous maggot sex, then maybe not. Maybe but
they paid her more to do that. I wonder how much of the $750,000 budget they had to pay her. Because when they asked her to do that, she wanted more money. So I'd be curious.
Well, they had a body double for her.
But she still did the topless scene. I think
I thought it was some type of prosthetic over her. To be quite honest, I
don't know. I think they kind of faked her out on it. I don't know. From what I read,
she's more upset about the slime.
Yeah, because then that's what I read, she said that it was like really cold and everything.
Yeah,
but
extremely
I
cold.
heard that they paid her more money. I'm just curious, but all right. Any more Vintage or you?
No, I'm good.
Anyway, Doc, thank you so much for being here and hanging out and for your insights as usual. Because who else would we pick to review a movie other than the guy who does such great reviews every Friday night? You got anything you need to plug, Doc, or? Anything you got coming up?
Watch the Monster Channel. Watch Dr. Dread reviews, and make sure
Absolutely.
you check out and subscribe to John Hammer and Toys in the Attic.
Yes.
Yes, and what about your YouTube page? Give everybody.
Oh yeah. I'm currently having a member drive for the past 8 years, and cost you absolutely nothing at Doc Dread.
Yes,
for me.
please
Beautiful.
subscribe.
Well
Yeah,
done.
we're going to get Doc to 1,000 subscribers, right? We're going to do that and keep plugging away. Well, anyway, you know what? Thank you, Doc, for being here. It's a lot of fun as usual right here in the 86. And what do we got coming up? I think, isn't it my pick next?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
And
Next week.
Oh,
Next
yes,
week.
the mystery movie.
A mystery
boy.
movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. And Jenny will be hosting that episode. So
Oh boy. Wow.
strap
I'm looking
in.
forward to it.
You notice that's why that's why I didn't call myself the host tonight. I don't want her getting mad at me again.
That's why I didn't do a new intro.
Also, you remember how back in the day, a lot of shows on NBC would have like a public service announcement at the end of the show and stuff. We're going to start something a little different. So,
All right. Here it comes.
Oh God.
let's see.
Put the kids to bed. Put the kids to bed.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Don't Be a Douchebag. I am Pat Ellsbury. This is my best skeleton friend and co-host, Boner. Today, we were talking religion. Do you like to preach religion? Preach good family values? Are you a Bible thumper? Do you practice those values? Well, if you don't, you might be a douchebag. You do harm on others and didn't ask for forgiveness, using religion as a excuse where you think you can get off the hook for doing shitty things to people, you might be a douchebag. So, what you should do is not be like me. Don't be a douchebag. I've been Pat Ellsbury. This has been Boner. Thank you for joining us. And remember, sometimes in life, all you need is yourself and a good boner. Till next
I'm relieved. I thought Jenny was going to bitch me out again.
By the way, in 2 weeks, it's going to be my pick, which is going to be the movie Blue Sunshine, and I was inspired by Johnny's pick because Alman King is the lead in that movie, who was in this one. So in 2 weeks, so next week we got the mystery movie, which we can't wait for, and then in 2 weeks my pick, Blue Sunshine. So please tune in for that. Once again, thank you, Doc. We appreciate you taking out the time. I know you got a busy schedule. You got a lot on your plate going on. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast.
Thank you. Okay. Oh boy, what next?
Is he going to play that one again? Because I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I blocked it out, turned it off a couple times, muted it a few times, so I didn't catch everything. But
I don't know. I used to like the color purple. Now it makes me nervous.
Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us for the 86th review of Galaxy of Terror. Special thanks to Doc Dread for joining us tonight. Hope to see him again real soon. Join us next week when the Retribution returns with a mystery movie and me as your guest host. I've been Jenny. What the hell do you want now? Did you not learn your lesson last time?
That was just fucked up. I can't believe you did that. You owe me an apology.
Again?
Yeah.
You're right. I kind of overreacted it. I'm sorry. Okay.
How did you two? You also owe me a hat.
Well, I have to get back to you on that hat, okay?
Okay.
And if you ever interrupt me again, what happened last week? It's gonna be far worse. It'll be far worse than what happened. You understand me? Now get the fuck out of here. Okay, look, thank you again for joining us. I've been Jimmy Vintage with Johnny Vintage, Halloween Jack, and that son of a bitch Frank. We'll see you next week at 7:10 next Thursday for the Retribution and our mystery movie. Or join us Tuesday at 7:10 for more episodes of The Green Hornet.
Yep, that's
Have a
right.
good night, everybody. Thanks again. Bye.
I can't top that. So thank you, Doc. Good night, everybody.
Thank
you
you.
for watching.
Good night. Peace out. Yeah, maybe.